This is HUT 8, HUT 8. Let's pull up the weekly chart. I'm not sure about this one. Looks like it's one that's traded for a while, but not one I've ever seen before. So that's going to happen from time to time. We are getting into a new rising mode. 1840 to 21 are the levels. This is basically an equal low. So really would be looking for just a rally into that zone somewhere around, obviously it's a huge zone, but 38.2 to the 61.8 just have to watch, but that would be the intermediate term target. And if it gets through the 61.8, then as usual, you'll be looking at higher levels. Jump over to the short term. Acting well, you can see how this trend has, worked its way off, right? And then curled back to the upside. And then we got that earnings move there, and it's acting okay. So we are looking at a higher low base that is forming. Drop is due somewhere around mid-June, and 61.8 at 1796, 78.6 there on 2011. So this is the setup. But what you want to look at here, right? Look at the EMAs and a bear move here, right? If you're looking short, I would strongly encourage you to really focus on this. It held negative on the trend. We saw rallies back into that falling trend. So somewhere around here, right around here, you see how we aren't trading on a closing basis through that 21. After that bear move, we have not seen a trade back through that high. That would be a key pivot area for me personally. So you see, you'll see these same setups elsewhere. So it really doesn't matter what symbol this is. But you see that move there, did not trade back into that move, which had some volume associated with it, right? So then you can be looking short somewhere here, right? Let's just say 2180 versus 24. And then, first level down would be here. And then you would draw your fibs in to see other targets, right? You can draw your fib from swing high here, swing low there, swing high there. And you have that old low there. You have the 100 at 17. You have the 127.2 at 1450, and obviously the 161 at 1050. So just would really be lightening up on this as it trends down. But look, if you just had a trailer at the 21 until right here, 1214 would have been your first daily close over the 21. This was close, but right around the same area, right? 1214, incredible. Just using that 21 EMA as your trailer, it can be very powerful. You don't have to have a large position size left, but even if you're holding, 1/4 from 21 down to, 12, that's 40%. Even if it's 1/4 of it, just if you aren't one who likes to trail, just try trailing with small stops with a small size and just see what happens. Just getting into that practice takes some time because we all want to just lighten up and then just be flat whenever we have a quote unquote big profit, right? We have to kind of guard against that and just really follow a process associated with it. So what I like to do is then lighten here into weakness, and if I can and I have a core thesis about it, and that would be driven by the weekly, right, which was in a corrective mode, try to trade around a core position. So if I want to have a 1/4 size core, right, you can lighten into weakness and then short back into strength, lighten into weakness, short back into strength, lighten into weakness, short back into strength, and then keeping my final trailer being that falling 21, mate. As long as we're holding below that falling 21, just see what the market can give, as we've seen in some of these names already in both TGT and HUT, long trends that can continue. And that's what you don't know when that's going to happen. But if you like trading around a core, which I find to be helpful, because then I'll always be involved and it'll keep my eyes more on that symbol. Trading around a core can really help, and can really keep you in bigger moves. And all of that is really driven in my work, which is as a short-term trader and really a swing trader. is really driven by these EMAs. Okay, so use that to help you. All right, so right now we have a low here, due around, as I said, around 610-ish, but a clear turn back to the upside. Nice little saucer look here as well in terms of the way this is trading. So actually quite interesting.